What if you could live in Sarasota and never ever pay another tax bill, property tax bill, ever again? That's the bold vision that's being floated by the Florida leadership here, and it's gaining traction. So what if your property tax bill just disappeared? For many, that sounds like a dream come true, but dreams and dollars don't always align. So in today's video, we're diving into Florida's plan to eliminate property taxes for those primary homeowners. And we're asking some important questions like, what would this mean for Sarasota County and our local services? Is it realistic or is it just risky? And what should buyers, especially newcomers, keep in mind in this evolving situation? Stick around and find out, as today I'm breaking down what this proposed change could mean for buyers, retirees, and current residents right here in Sarasota. So let's dive in. So Florida's chief financial officer, he recently made some really big waves by stating that he intends to eliminate property taxes for full-time Florida residents. And he's backed by Governor DeSantis. So this isn't just a campaign soundbite or anything. It's being positioned as a major step in what they're calling the war against government greed. And this isn't about one-time rebates or just putting a temporary freeze on everything. It's a plan to fully eliminate ongoing property taxes for those homeowners who live here full-time and they claim that homestead exemption. Now, on its surface, this could mean thousands in savings annually for homeowners. I mean, imagine that money going towards retirement, healthcare, or even just helping your kids with college. Now, for many, this relief is long overdue, but the details do matter. Now, in Florida, the state government doesn't collect those property taxes. It's your county or your city and the school districts. Those are the ones that do that. And these taxes fund some very vital local services like county schools, first responders, emergency services, road maintenance, and public works like parks, libraries, even beach upkeep. Affordable housing programs are covered by that. And environmental protection like areas like the Sarasota Bay and Myakka River. And in 2023, Sarasota County collected over $900 million in property tax revenue. That's a substantial part of the local budget. And eliminating that revenue source would either require, I don't know, you'd have to raise it somewhere, sales taxes or gas taxes, and cutting services to find new revenue streams. Is that all smart? I don't know. These are some of the trade-off options. Let's be honest. Property tax bills have increased significantly in some Florida counties. Broward, Alachua, those are two of the most recent examples, I think, are the most extreme maybe. And yes, some of these spending decisions, especially around nonprofit funding and these pet projects that people come up with, of course, they deserve some real scrutiny. But eliminating property taxes across the board, that doesn't automatically fix some mismanagement. And it might even create some new problems. In Sarasota, this is where tourism and real estate drive much of the economy. And removal of property taxes could shift that burden elsewhere. Maybe it would fall on local business owners or seasonal residents. And could that growth or could that slow growth? I don't know. Or might it even make Sarasota even more attractive to full-time homeowners and these retirees who want to come down here? And we have to consider our growing school system. For instance, Manatee County, just last week, they approved a brand new high school. And we'll talk about that maybe at another time, a later date. And then you have aging infrastructure and environmental investments that, have to keep around the Sarasota Bay. We have to keep it clean and livable. And if property taxes go away, would we see increased user fees and maybe trash pickup or beach parking or school programs? I don't know. Where would it come from? These questions matter because for most residents, it's not about saving taxes. It's about protecting the quality of life that brought them to Sarasota in the first place. So whether you're relocating, retiring, or just buying your first home here in Sarasota, here's what you need to know. Number one, your property taxes reset after you buy. So even now, property taxes uncap after the sale. So say that charming house that's only showing $2,400 in taxes, next year it could be $4,800 or more just based on that purchase price. And that can be a shock to many buyers who just aren't prepared for that. Number two, use real tax estimates. Work with a local real estate agent who understands how to calculate that estimated tax bill. Based on those assessed values and that millage rate, they can put it together for you. And don't rely on Zillow or that prior homeowners bill. That's often wrong. Now, homes are assessed in January every year, and then they're paid at the end of the year in arrears. So depending on when you buy, you could see a difference, especially if it's a brand new construction home. You might only get taxed on the land the first year. You might get lucky. Number 3, will tax policy affect home values? Well, if Florida does move to eliminate property taxes, home values, they might rise and demand could increase exponentially, and that could push affordability even further out of reach for some working families. And number 4, expect some policy whiplash. Now, major changes in tax structure often come with legal challenges and especially political opposition. So even if it's passed, implementation may take years or never fully materialize. In the meantime, just buy based on current reality, not on any political promises. Sarasota is unique. I mean, we have an aging population on fixed incomes. We also have a thriving arts and cultural scene, partially funded by local grants. And we've got a robust environmental community that's concerned about overdevelopment. We've got strong tourism, lots of strong tourism, and it's driven by the infrastructure needs for that. I mean, removing property taxes could cause ripple effects. I mean, would cultural institutions like the Van Wezel or Selby Gardens see some cuts? Would beach preservation funding disappear or just be reassigned? I mean, could we see teacher shortages if school funding dips? Would this create more housing competition, pushing out all the locals? There are benefits to reform, I know, but we need to be strategic and measured, not just reactionary. Now, here's a thought. Maybe the answer isn't zero property tax, but smarter property tax. We could have, say, an enhanced exemption for seniors or veterans and long-time residents, or we can raise that homestead exemption overall. We can make it higher, or we should just audit spending in general on non-essential programs and make nonprofit funding more transparent. And this might not be popular with my friends in the building industry, because I do a lot of new construction, but I still say developers need to pay more of their fair share with more fees and infrastructure that's required by the builders to start a new community. And that community is only going to drain county resources, from fire to water to roads. And this way we protect our most vulnerable residents, people who have been here for a long time, without sacrificing Sarasota's future. This could preserve essential services while it still offers relief to those who need it the most. Florida is entering some uncharted territory, and Sarasota is watching closely. So if you're going to eliminate property taxes, we have to be honest about the trade-offs. For some full-time residents, yes, it could mean some really great savings. I mean, I'd appreciate it. But for cities like Sarasota, it could also mean a scramble to fund the very things that make this area so vibrant and livable. Now, if you're thinking about buying in Sarasota, staying informed is your best tool. And if you need someone to help you navigate the real estate side of things, this shifting landscape, I'm here to help. Now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can see how this all unfolds. So I'd like to hear from you. Should Florida eliminate property taxes for full-time homeowners? Or is there a better idea, a better path forward? What are some of your ideas? I'd love to hear them. Leave a comment in the comment section below. For Living and Buying in Sarasota, I'm Rob Rovnat. Now check out my 5 must-know things before moving to Sarasota.